What's up, everybody? Welcome to my vlog, my July 2020 vlog, where I sit here and talk to you about my life, specifically what's going on in the last month. This vlog is definitely going to be different than my previous vlogs because I watched a video and this video really kind of changed my perspective on how I approach things. Highly recommend checking it out. Well, I can kind of tell you about it right now. It's from a guy named Mike Chang. I'm pretty sure that's his name. You might know him from Six Pack Shortcuts.
What up, everybody? It's Mike Chang, sixpackshortcuts.com.
Really popular YouTube channel back in the day. Anyways, he ended up just kind of dropping all of that, and now he just puts out motivational and inspiring type videos. So he came out with a video, and it was basically about how it's better to be in what's called flow state and put out content that's not as good versus not being in flow state and putting out better quality stuff. And I'll explain this to you. So the reason why I'm kind of smiling is because I just love being able to talk about whatever I want without condensing the information, and that's what I'm doing in this video. I don't have any kind of script. I'm just kind of just talking off the top of my head. So anyway, in this video, he's talking about, let's say, if you don't know what flow state is when you're just letting information just kind of flow out of you, or you're just producing work and you're not thinking about it. So for example, if you're an artist, you're just boom, boom, you're just doing it. Time flies by. By the way, this can actually be quantified scientifically. I don't know exactly how they do that, but when they wire people up, they can see based off their brain scan if they're in this what's called flow state. But anyway, let's say an artist is just going with it versus thinking, well, I want to put this here, I want to do this, I want it to look like this. They're just putting out the information. Or let's say an athlete. There could be a basketball player that's like, okay, I'm going to throw it this hard. I'm going to, the basket's that far away, or this guy's coming and I got to do this. Flow state is where they're just boom, they're in it. They're not thinking about the plays necessarily, who's going where. They're just, and what happens when you're in flow state is you produce work that's just amazing. And the point of this guy's video is that if you're in flow state and you produce work that's not as good, it's still better to be in flow state because you practice being in that actual flow state. So again, right now I'm in flow state. I forgot if I said that already, but I'm just kind of talking off the top of my head. And in the previous videos that I've made, I was so concerned about condensing the information down and being quick with it and kind of bullet points. This is what I did this last month. This is the 6th time that I'm doing this recording, because each time that I do the recording, I start talking way too long. I want to try to keep this under 10 minutes. There's something not right about those videos. I didn't like the way that they came off. Yeah, what he was saying is that when you're in flow state, there's like a sincerity that gets transmitted through. You come off as more genuine and real. And even if you kind of fumble your words or you don't say things in exactly the right way, it's still better to be in flow state. So anyway, that's what I'm doing now on. I want to practice being in flow state. You might have watched a video that I made this last month on discrimination. And a lot of times when I'm putting together content, I think about what type of subjects I want to talk about. And I make videos, but I'm not necessarily all the time inspired to make those videos. And don't get me wrong, I don't think that you should always put out information that you're inspired to put out. Like for example, today, I wasn't really feeling like, ooh, I want to do a vlog. But I knew that I was committed to doing the vlog for the month, so now that I'm doing it. My point is that I think that when you're inspired to make content, like of painting a certain way or play a certain sport or present a message, it just comes off better. And I had a bunch of different videos that I thought about making, but for some reason that video on discrimination was just calling me. So I didn't even think about it too much. I just put the camera just like this, boom, and just started doing it. You might have noticed normally I do vlogs in another room, and this is kind of contradict what I'm saying, but one of the great things about being in flow state when you make content is it just comes out. You don't need to think about it too much. It's just kind of like one take. But I actually did already do a video upstairs in that room where I normally do a vlog. So this is actually the second time that I'm doing this. But the reason why I'm doing it is because the audio was all messed up. It was like, so I don't want to put out content that's like that bad. I want the audio to at least sound good. But this is the second time that I'm kind of going over this. So I might say some of the same things, I might not, but I don't really care. It's just so like kind of freeing. If you guys want to make content yourself, if you want to make videos or whatever, what I've seen in my experience is people just keep putting it off. They're waiting for everything to line up just right, and they end up never really putting out information there. So what I've been doing, especially like lately, shifting perspective, is just I'm thinking about making my videos, and I know that they're never going to be perfect. And what is perfect anyway? And when am I going to arrive at, ooh, I got it all together? Because people ask me, they say, hey, Paul, how do you make your videos? I like the way you make your videos. But that was an evolution, you see? Like, I would have never, maybe I would have. Analysis paralysis. If I just kept thinking, oh, how am I going to do it? How am I going to do it? I got to do this, I got to make it this way, and then kind of get there. No, I think it's better to go through that process, that evolution process. And I'm still evolving right now. So I encourage you guys, if you want to put out content, just start doing it. And instead of thinking that you want it to be so perfect, just know that it's part of the journey. You see, he could have looked at both situations and viewed them as negative things. I actually have videos on my channel, a lot of them that are just cringy to me. I'm like, ugh, man, that's bad. And for so many different reasons, but I leave those videos up, at least for now. I leave them up because I feel like it shows like kind of like it paints a story. It paints a picture of like, boom, this is where I've started, and this is what's going on, and this is how I am where I am at now. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about food now because I started doing these vlogs primarily, at least initially, to say, okay, this is what I'm eating, and then relate it to how I feel, specifically with how my joints feel. So lately I've been eating a lot of dairy, a lot of goat, yogurt, kefir, yogurt, milk, all that. And I drink goat's milk, by the way, because it's easier to digest. But I've been eating a lot of dairy. I've been eating cow's dairy. I've been eating pizza. I've been eating wheat. I've been eating cereal. All these things that are supposed to make my joints like feel a lot worse. But interestingly enough, my joints feel actually better. And I don't actually contribute that to the food. I contribute it to the fact that I've been sweating a lot lately. I've been sweating for multiple reasons. One reason is because I'm in my house and I don't turn on the AC. I don't turn on the AC. And I don't turn it on for a couple of reasons. One is my unit is really old. And I'm trying to preserve it because I'm not sure if I want to sell this house. Probably one of the main reasons why I don't turn it on is because I'm a big fan of thermal stress. I think it's really important to expose your body to different temperature variations, and that's actually really good for your system. Another reason why I don't turn it on is because the ducts and all that in there, it's kind of like real dirty. And my dad, if my dad's watching this, he's going to be like, I told you, Paul, I told you. Anyway, so, man, you know what's great about it? And I don't know if this is why it's happening, but I have like no allergies. I open the doors and just let fresh air come in versus just being in this isolated, conditioned, environment, just recirculating the same air over and over again. So all I know is I don't have allergies right now, and I'm feeling great. So I'm sweating, one, because I don't turn on the AC. Two is I've been actually working out with my virtual class. I do a virtual class Tuesday, Thursday at 9, Saturday at 10. So it's on Zoom, right? So I got all my people, but I show them the exercise and then I actually go through it myself. So since it's hot in here, right? And I'm doing the workout, boom, I just start sweating, man. Another thing I've been doing, and I'm not necessarily recommending this, so I'm just saying this is what I've been doing, is I'll go to my car, I'll lay out some towels, right, on the seat, and I'll just go in there for like 20 minutes. I'll just start sweating like crazy. It feels amazing. And all I know is my joints feel better. Another thing I notice is the white in my eye is actually more white. And interestingly enough, it's actually something that I prayed for so that because I noticed that the white in my eyes was kind of like red, almost yellow, and it looked like I wasn't really that healthy, and I didn't like it. So I prayed to God. I said, God, bless me so that the white in my eyes is more white. And boom, now it's here. And when I talk to people about prayer like that, a lot of times I probably come off like I'm pretty selfish and I pray for vain things. Let me explain myself a little bit here, okay? So I have 4 prayer partners, meaning that I pray for those people. I pray for my dad, my friends, my family. I pray for my mental, emotional, spiritual well-being. The reason why I like to mention physical prayer or prayers that are dealing with physical things is because it's easy to quantify whether or not it actually manifested or not. So I can point to the white of my eye and say, I can see it. It's more white now, right? And if you guys watching my previous videos, remember when you pray for something, if that thing happens, it's an answered prayer regardless of the story. So I'm not interested in the story. Like, how did the white in my eyes, how did that happen? Is it because I've been sweating more? Is it because I've been doing like different kind of workouts? Is it because I've been eating a different diet? Don't get me wrong, I think that it's important to kind of look at that, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I prayed for it, and boom, it happened. What was I going to say? White in the eyes. Anyway, so, man, it feels so good to make these videos and just kind of talk off the top of my head and not think that I need to hit on certain bullet points. Another thing that I've been doing is I've been drinking a lot of water. And for what it might seem obvious, I don't know if this is what it is, but I've been drinking a lot of cold water. And you might be thinking, well, Paul, yeah, because it's hot, you've been drinking a lot of cold water. And maybe that's true, I don't know. But there's been other times in my life where, let's say I'm not in AC or whatever, and I've just always liked room temperature water. But for whatever reason, I'm drinking a lot of cold water. Maybe that's why my eyes are this way, or maybe that's why my joints feel better. I'm drinking a lot of water, lots of water. And another reason why I'm drinking more water is because I've been making infused water. So I just got done making some infused water that has pineapple. I put some lemon in there. I put some strawberries. It tastes good. I recommend you guys do. All you do is you just put whatever you want in like kind of like a jug of water and just kind of leave it there for maybe an hour or so. And whatever's in there seeps out and it flavors the water. I made some cucumber mint, basil water, just straight strawberry water. Anyway, so I've been drinking a lot of really cold, kind of like ice water, and I've been drinking a lot of infused water. The last thing I'll say is this month I've been spending a lot of time researching things, researching history, looking into different political spectrum or political ideologies, and I feel like it's a slippery slope. I don't want to turn into one of those people that's like far left, far right. I'll be honest, I'm moving right. I'm definitely moving. The ideas on the right politically just resonate with me so much more. They ring true it's not just what's happening in today's society, but anyway, so I've been kind of finding myself moving in that direction, but I've been trying to watch information on the left too. That way I'm not completely blindsided and I'm just getting information from one side. At least in today's political climate, at least to me, it seems like the ideology, the perspectives of the right seem to be more true. I do believe in what's called objective truth, which means there is a truth. At the same time, I think that we can each have our own truth, but at the end of the day, there is truth outside of you. And that's actually something that I've been looking into too. It's something I've been looking into for a while now. And I'm not going to rant on about that, but maybe I'll make a video specifically about that. But it's real fascinating where we get truth and how we define truth. So that's it for the video, guys. I'm just going to end it right there. I'm feeling good. Hopefully the audio comes out good on this one. And I hope to see you guys in my next vlog. Probably be the same style, just off the top of the head. God bless you all. Peace.